Now today I want to explain how you can apply bullets and numbering to your documents using the WPS. So now let me open the WPS Office. So when you open the WPS Office, click on create, click on document, then click on blank. So now let me use the AI to have my tests. So I can say list all African countries using the bullets. Okay, so I can. So now the AI has listed that, so I can click on append. So it's going to put it on my document. So you can see it that the AI has automatically generated the list for me. So now with bullets, so I can change the bullet if I don't want that bullet, though I did not specify. So I will click on this place, then I can change this to numbering. So have you seen it? It has changed to numbering. Okay, I can change it back to bullets. Now if I don't want either of these bullets or this number, I will come to the menu. So I can scroll down, then I will have my numbering. Now you see it. So I have my numbering, I have my bullets, put other lists. So I can just come to any of this. Let's say this place, I want to have some list at that point of time. So once I click on tabs, once I enter, let's say from the country, I want to put the states, and let me put from that place. So I will put tab. So I'm going to have some lists. Okay, I'm going to have some lists from that, and you see I can have sub list from that. So if I want to change the level of that sub list, come to this place, then I have the sub list styles. Okay, so I have the different type of sub lists. Okay, can you see it? So these are different stuff for sub list that we can have. Let me clear that. So now let me talk about how to use tab on the WPS. Let me just put this, say chapter 1. I can apply the bullets. Okay, let me press enter and put chapter 1.1. okay, so now if I put a tab at this place, so I just click on that tabs, I can increase the tabs, I can just increase the tab, or I can click on this place to decrease the tabs. Okay, so I can continue like that. If you don't want to use this method from that icon, you can just come to this menu, you can just scroll, then you have the decrease. Okay, so I can have that, you click on that place, so it's going to, instead of using it from that place I mentioned earlier on, you can click on increase, you can click on decrease. You want to restart the numbering, so you can do it from this place also. Okay, let me show you to us. Let me just increase this and come to the, let's say let's assume that I use numbering. Okay, then I want my the following one to be 1 again instead of 3. So there is a place I can do it. So once I click on the menu, I can come down, so I can ask computer to restart the number. So it's going to restart the number from that end. So the numbering have restarted. So that's another thing that you can do from that end. If you want to remove the bullets, you can just click on the delete. So you will remove the bullets. Okay, let's clear this and let me talk about the alignment. So by default, we always have it on the left alignment. So left align. So I can have the center. It's already centralized that. So to have the view more, so I click on the menu, can scroll down. I already have it on the center. Then I have the right alignment. I have the left alignment. Okay, I have the left alignment. I see it from that place. Click on the center. Can click on the right alignment, and if I want to justify, so this is justified. So if you have more text, so it's going to justify it. So now let's see that. Let me just write simple things. Let me just write, let's ask the AI to write a story not less than 100 arts broken. So I've done that. I have that. So just like I've said earlier on, you click on this place, you can put it at the center and you can put it on the left hand side. If you click on the menu to see more, so I can see the center, then the right align, then the left align, the center, the right align, then I can see the justification. So you see, look at it, you see that everything starts and ends at the same point. So now if I click on this place, so force everything to justify from the beginning and to the end. So if I have it like this, I have the normal justification. So now if you click on the multiple space, so you can see it. So I have the multiple space, I have the normal single space, then I have the open file space. Okay, so you can have the multiple space that you want. So you can just, that is the spacing. And if you want to have it in a font, okay, something in fonts, so you can just use this one. Okay, so you can use this one in fonts. So I have the multiple fonts, that is spacing. Now let me explain spacing before and spacing after the paragraph 1 and the paragraph 2. So there is a kind of a white space after that. Okay, and I will also explain the indents. Okay, now let's select for the indent. Let me select this paragraph so that we can see it, not all the paragraph. Let me select this paragraph. So I click on select. I can select this paragraph. So I will come to the menu, so I can just scroll, then you can see indents and spacing. So once I click on that, so it bring out that ball, so I can click and drag on any of those arrows, so it's going to indent that. So it's going to indent that from that end, so you can adjust it so the way you want. Adjust it up, left and down. So when you put it down, it's going to put spacing before and spacing after. Okay, so now let me just undo that. You can click on S to close that. So let's select all. Okay, let's select all. Just hold any text, then you have the pop-up, then you can select all. So now let me come to this place again, and you can see smart topography. So when you click on the smart topography, if you have that one select, so I can just click add empty lines, okay, or remove the empty lines, add empty lines, or delete the empty lines. So you just click on each of the paragraph, you can select all, you can add empty, and by the same time you can delete the empty. Now let me do the last one, which is the column. Let's select all, click on that, select all. By default we have one column, so I can put it into 2 columns. So by the time you have this, you have 2 columns. Okay, I have 2 columns, I have 3 columns. So then you can have the left columns and you can have the right columns. So these are just a little things that you can do with WPS.